You made the decision. You thought it through. You replayed every reason it wasn't healthy. You told yourself, I'm done. And on a logical level, you were right. Then one small thing happens. A song, a time of day, a random memory, a notification, and your chest tightens like it's starting all over again. You're not even choosing it. Your body does it first. So you start bargaining. Maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I should respond. Maybe I'm making a mistake. Maybe this is my only chance. Let me say this clearly. That pull is not proof you should go back. It's proof you formed an attachment. And today we're going to decode why your body won't let go, even when your mind decides to. Because once you understand the mechanism, you stop fighting yourself. And when you stop fighting yourself, you stop relapsing into the cycle. This is Meta Insight Hub, wired to heal. The body memory loop, why logic doesn't work. Here's the simplest explanation. Your mind stores facts. Your body stores experiences. Your mind can say, they were inconsistent. They made me anxious. They didn't show up. But your body stores a different file. Your body stores the one night they finally stayed, the one apology that felt real, the one morning you felt chosen, the one message that softened everything. And body memory does not respond to logic. That's why you can know the relationship was wrong and still feel pulled when you're alone on a Tuesday night. Your nervous system isn't asking, was this healthy? It's asking, where is my relief? Because in inconsistent relationships, relief becomes the drug. Practical check. If you only miss them when we're tired, lonely, or stressed, you might not be missing them. You might be craving relief. Modern mechanism. Digital reattachment. The phone keeps the bond alive. Now let's talk about something people didn't have to deal with years ago. Your phone can keep an attachment bond alive even after you leave. Because no contact often isn't no contact. It's seeing their story by accident, mutual friends reposting them, a photo memory popping up, their name in your likes, their viewed your story, their typing, then disappearing. And here's what matters. Your nervous system doesn't interpret that as content. It interprets it as contact, which means your system reactivates even when you didn't choose to. Practical example. Real life. You're doing okay all day. Then you see they watched your story. Suddenly, you're not okay anymore. That's not fate. That's exposure. Practical move. Simple. If you're trying to detach, you need to remove digital triggers for a while. Mute them. Mute mutuals who repost them. Hide memories. Stop checking last active. Stop checking likes. Not as punishment, as medicine, because your body can't heal from what it keeps re-experiencing. Why avoidant cycles make the pull stronger. Now, if your person had avoidant or fearful avoidant patterns, the pull can get worse, because the cycle trains your nervous system. Most people think avoidant means doesn't care. That's not always true. A lot of avoidant patterns are a nervous system that learned closeness equals pressure, need equals danger, vulnerability equals loss of control. So when connection deepens, they pull away. Not necessarily because they feel nothing, but because closeness activates threat. And here's what happens to you. Their distance creates tension in your body. Their return creates relief. So your nervous system starts associating them with relief, which is why it can feel like, I know this is bad for me, but I feel better when they're back. That's the hook. Not love clarity. Nervous system relief. The detective brain. Why can't you stop replaying? Here's why your mind keeps replaying everything. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. It hates incomplete data. In secure relationships, the brain relaxes because the pattern is stable. But in inconsistent relationships, warmth then withdrawal, closeness then silence, connection then fog, the brain becomes a detective. You replay text trying to find, what did I do?
What changed? What should I say differently next time? How do I get the good version back? And the brain locks in harder when rewards are unpredictable. Because unpredictable relief makes the brain think, if I solve this, I can finally feel safe. Practical example. You don't miss them at random. You miss them after. They leave you on red. They post something vague. They disappear. They send a hey after silence. Your brain starts chasing the repair moment. That's why one small message from them can erase weeks of progress. Not because you failed, because the pathway is still there. The mistake that keeps you stuck: suppression. Now here's where people accidentally make it worse. They try to heal through suppression. They tell themselves, don't think about them. Be strong. Be busy. Just move on. But suppression doesn't process emotion. It stores it. So the feeling comes back later, often stronger, through unrelated triggers. Healing is not never thinking of them again. Healing is being able to feel the wave without obeying it. And yes, that takes practice. Because you're not just letting go of a person. You're letting go of a version of yourself that still believed, this could become safe if I just try harder. That's the grief people don't name. Practical protocol. The 3D reset. Use this during urges. Here's a simple protocol you can use when the pull hits. I call it the 3D reset. D1, delay. 24 hours. When you're activated, don't reply, don't stalk, don't decide. Your nervous system is not in decision mode. Say to yourself, I can respond later. I don't need to decide right now. If you must respond, send only this. Hey, I saw your message. I'll reply later. That's it. D2, digital distance. For the next 24 hours, reduce exposure. Stop checking their profile. Don't reread old chats. Mute triggers. Don't look at their last online. Because every check gives your brain a micro hit. D3, data over fantasy. Write 3 facts from the full pattern. No emotions, no hopes. Examples. They pulled away when things got real. They came back when I detached. They avoided clarity and commitment. This stops your brain from rewriting history during the craving. 1 sentence to repeat. This is activation, not instruction. Real-world examples you can copy. Let's make this extremely practical. Example 1. You want to text them just to be nice. Try this instead. Put phone down. Drink water. Walk for 3 minutes. Then ask, do I want to connect, or do I want relief? If it's relief, don't text. Example 2. You're spiraling after seeing them online. Do a 3-minute reset. Shoulders down, slow exhale, unclench jaw, look around the room and name 5 objects. Then say, I'm reactivated from exposure. This will pass. Example 3. You're about to break no contact at midnight. Write the message, but don't send it. Save it in notes labeled urge message. Then do 1 action that proves you choose your future. Shower. Tidy 1 small area. Prep tomorrow's breakfast. Text a friend. I'm having an urge. Can you distract me for 5 minutes? You're training your nervous system. I can survive urges without obeying them. That is healing. Closing, plus part 4 teaser. If your body won't let go even after you decide to, you're not broken. You're experiencing body memory, digital reattachment, a nervous system trained by inconsistency, and a brain trying to solve a puzzle to get relief. This isn't destiny. It's a system. And systems can be changed. Part 4 is next, and it answers the question people are afraid to have out loud. Do avoidants actually love you, or are they just using connection to regulate? And what real change looks like if someone truly wants to become secure? If this helped you, leave a like so the right people can find it. Subscribe so you don't miss part 4. And if you feel safe, comment 1 word: activated or steady. This is Meta Insight Hub, wired to heal. We'll keep decoding the source code together.